Howdy folks, TJ here. This is the official video of me unofficially saying that, yes, I'm going to make some physical copies of my game. Kind of sound like Bilbo there. What was it? I know half of you as much as you like and less than half of you as much as you deserve. Something like that. Bilbo, yeah, Lord of the Rings, something like that. Anyway, I thought I'd make an update video of me just saying, hey, I'm going to, more than likely, I don't want to 100 commit because I haven't made myself one full yet, but I'm in the collecting stage, and the odds are, unless something really hits the fan and I can't get it done, I'm going to do it. Unofficially, no, officially, I'm going to make 54 copies. And I'm not going to say exactly why I'm making 54 now. There'll be a reason for it that you will see, but I'm going to make 54 copies. It may be a one-off thing, and I'm going to do that in increments because what I'm going to put on an SD card, each thing has to be personalized. I'm going out of the box here, and I'm going to make, hopefully, a special SD card for folks to enjoy. So I'm going to make 54 copies. As of right now, and I should have printed the list, I may have to do that and add it to the end of this video. Most of you are on my Facebook group, either the 8-Bit Diary or the Sinclair Society Facebook group. That is where I did the polls and people have put their names. And I've also uploaded a spreadsheet that I've put all the names from both of those groups, plus some emails that I received. And I think I also received an instant message on Facebook. So they come from all over the place. And I was starting to get disorganized organization. It was getting confusing. So I put everybody's name. And from what I see, unless there's some folks that back out at the end, which is fully understandable, and they may, I've got maybe 5 slots left. Way more than I expected. I went out and purchased, let me show you. So I purchased 25 of the DVD SD cases. I just kind of prematurely did that, just thinking, okay, the odds are highly likely I'll make 25. Then as things started roller coastering, I then went out and I've got a baggie here of, I'm calling it cloud candy, SD cards in the size of 4 gigabyte. And they are also the ones that have, so it's an SD card adapter with a small little SD card mini one inside. Reason I chose this direction is because some people on the Next complain they can't get their fat fingers in there to grab the SD. DVDs, a lot of young people are looking, what the hell is a DVD? I still collect DVDs and CDs. Anyway, they can't get their fingers in there to pull out the said SD card, the full-size one, but they can get their fingernails in there to pull out the little card, and so you leave the big card in. So I went this route. Anyway, so I've got 25 of those, 25 cases, and then I came up with, you know, there's right now 49 of the 54 numbers chosen. So there's only 5 slots open, and again, some people will probably cancel. But so I've officially said, I'm going to make 54 copies, and you'll figure that out as this progresses, because this will not come out today. It will not come out tomorrow. It won't come out next week. It's going to be probably a springtime thing that I'm shooting for, because I've got a lot of work to do. Let me show you where I'm at right now. I've still only made the front cover, but I've got it dialed in now. I need to make the inside. Well, let's talk about it. So here is the actual, I printed this out on my home printer. This is officially what the front should look like, because officially, I could change things at the last moment. But I've added some extra cloud people, kind of like one big one in the middle and some other ones strewn about, kind of flying in at you on their space hoverboards. Anything else going on in there? Yeah, there's a couple poofy clouds. I did also, I've got a hair in my mouth. The Next Storm, the text style made it look, the X looked like an H, and so it looked like the FNET store. So I changed that, so now it looks like the Next Storm. I went to a different character on that. So yeah, I just tidied up the front. That's what the fronts should look like. And then the side now is officially kind of, I don't know if this will be coming in, But you'll see I've got You Bastard Games on there. I've even, got the number down. Well, I've got my, you're probably not going to see it because it's not going to focus in, but I've got my little You Bastard face icon up there. And I've got a number on the bottom that says ZXTJ0001 because that's my first official game that I'm doing a public release, physical release of. And on the back, I've really completely finished up and done. So there's lots of extra pictures, some extra text, some You Bastards, some UB games, a little of everything. I'll hold it at a few different angles because the glare of the light's probably showing off of it. But, yeah. And I've even written down here, I don't know if you caught on the text here. I don't know if it's focusing in. But I've added something to the DVD release. So right now, not only will you get the Invasion of the Cloud People, the Next Storm game, that's what officially this is. I've always said that as a bonus that I would be adding the Speccy 48K version of the game. I mean, this is a whole Invasion of the Cloud People fanorama. So I'm going to stick everything I can. It's a 4 gigabyte card, so I've got room. So I'm going to slap that on there. Then I talked and made a note over to Jay Mundy, who created the, I don't have the book next to me, but the TJ's Retro Adventure book. He had a PDF version of it made also. I'm going to include that on this SD card, which is a nice little addition. It's an 80-page book of just showing off some of the computers that I've collected, and it's like my little adventure. So I'm going to include that. Then there's other things that I'm going to include, which I'm not going to say, because I don't want to spoil it, because one day when I'm done, I'm going to do a complete video, which will probably take me a good half an hour or longer, showing you everything step for step of the full printed professionally case, the SD card. I've got a lot to do, because this is only what I've done. Inside, there is diddly squat. It's white. I need to come up with a design for the inner cover. I need to come up with the SD card picture. I need to come up with a booklet. Yes, this will include a one-fold, so it's kind of like a cover, but it's a little booklet that's got basically 4 pages. Front, middle, 2 and 3, and then the back will be number 4. So I need to make a little booklet with instructions on there. And then there's some other things. I went down to a local printer and had them quote out making these. So I went in and said, 50. That's all I'll need. I'm going to only need 50 because I was originally going to say 25. Now I'm already at 49 people that said they would like to get it. Or 49, I should say, are accounted for. Because 4 of those people are me. I'm keeping 4 copies. Why 4 copies? I'll talk about that later. But I'm kind of, a numerologist. There's certain numbers that I like, and these are going to be numbered. 1 of 50, 2 of 53, well, actually, 1 of 54, 2 of 54, and so on. No, you can't choose the number. It's going to be, like my game, random. You're going to get the random thing, and it's going to be a random number. But in here, someplace, and I don't want to say yet, I'm going to assign it, and I'm also going to put 1 of, 2 of, 3 of, and so on. Whatever number you happen to be, I'll have a little spreadsheet that will show your number. So, and because there's some fun things I have afterwards, because you may be called upon at a future date saying, hey, 1 of 50, or no, you're not going to be 1 of 50 because that's my number. Let's just say 10 of 54. I'm calling on you today. So you may be called out because of a number that you are. Big Brother is watching you. So anyway, yes, I'm officially saying I'm going to do this. I've already collected 25 SD cards, 25 cases, which means I should have just bought 50 some odd from the get-go, but who would have thought I would have came up with 54 as a number? Or that many people are interested in getting a physical copy. Maybe it's because it's going to be a one-off, more than likely thing. I may make more later, but probably what I'm going to do is make this first 54 a little bit more special. Something I'm going to put in here will be specialized, actually a couple things, that afterwards, if I, in a year from now, say, okay, some other, 10 more people want a physical copy, so there'll be not 1 of 54 or 2 of 54. It's going to just be 55, 56, 57, 58, and so on. They won't be part of the first initial crew. That's the way it goes. Sometimes you just come in at the right time, and other times you don't. I don't think my game's a blockbuster anyway, so more than likely people won't care. But I'm going to make this 54 that I make extra special in case I never make any more again. Hopefully people are going to enjoy it, enjoy the game, first of all, and then what's inside of it and the personalization of it will make it a fun addition to your next SD. I was going to say DVD again. SD collection. So, anything else? Yeah, some names. So let me turn off this recorder. I should have printed it out. And I don't remember the names, but there's about 5 people that either emailed me or that are not on Facebook. So I better call out your name because I may have forgot. Some people, like I said, there's from different angles saying, TJ, yeah, I'd like to get your game, but they're not in the Facebook group where I can really stay organized. So I may forget you, and I may not have your name on there. So I will call out a few names here in a moment that are not on Facebook, which, you know, if you're on Facebook, you should be. I put an official spreadsheet up there, and I said, if your name's not on there and you said you wanted it, you best tell me, because after these 54 go, I'm sorry, I'm not going to probably make more, and there may be a few cancellations, and I'll keep adding names to the list, but at some point 54 looks to be maybe that everybody will choose them and we'll be good. So hold tight, let me come back. There's about 5 names I'm going to call out saying that yes, you are on the spreadsheet. No, you're not on Facebook, and that's why I'm calling out your name, but you're on there. And if you think you said you wanted a copy and you're not on this list that would have emailed to me or private messaged me on Facebook or some other means other than Facebook, then you better message me again because I've completely forgot about you. Who are you again? So hold tight. Let me grab those few names, and then we'll wrap up this video. All right, I have my spreadsheet over here. I think these are ones that either direct messaged me on Facebook or messaged me via... I even had one from, whatchamacallit, I was going to say Twitter, but it's X now. So let's see. Mike Cadwallader, you actually PM'd me. Yes, I've got your name on the list. Because I don't think he's in my Sinclair Society Facebook group. Shame on him. I know he's a busy guy. He's on the main next group, and there's 17,000 people he's got to keep organizing in there. But I don't think he's in any of my other channels, so I best mention his name. Plus, I just like saying his last name. Wanderley Chiscom, he's a Patreon. Some folks messaged me there also. Let's see. Carl Harris, Phil Harrison, Anime Bailey. I don't think that's your real name, but that's what you go by on some of your posts on my YouTube channel. Jeremiah Stoddard, he's Patreon. Messaged me there. And just today, Stephen Elliott. But I think he's in my Facebook group. I think. I forget. Anyway, everybody above that, I think, is officially... No, PJ Nealand also. He's one that sent me on Twitter, I think, or X. So, yeah, if you think you've emailed me from a non-Facebook channel or you're not on the official list over on the Facebook pages, you best let me know. Because right now, it looks like maybe I've got 5 openings left. And then again, there'll probably be 5 or 10 that drop out later on saying, nah, I'm not going to do this. Crazy son of a bitch. I'm not going to get that physical copy. It's going to bring heebie-jeebies into the house. So, yeah, there may be some numbers to play with later, but officially I'm making this the official, unofficial list. And eventually, when I'm done and I've got, here it is, it's done, folks. I'm ready to now start collecting and getting your addresses and figuring out logistics things. Then at that point, we'll get the ball rolling, and then there'll be a few dropouts, and then maybe some people that added their name after the 54 we can throw in the mix, and then eventually, hopefully, I have no copies left other than my main 4. I'm keeping 4. Why? I don't know. I'm just doing it. No, I know, but I'll tell you later. Anyway, that's it. So if you think you want to get a physical copy of this, I've got 5 openings, I think, left as of today. And I didn't even advertise any place outside of my own personal Facebook pages or Twitter or X. So I figured there probably would have been more if I put my thing out there elsewhere. But again, this is kind of just a one-off, 54. After that, maybe I'll make single copies or something later. Yeah, a lot more work than I thought it would be. And I've got a lot of stuff to still do. So anyway, thanks for watching the video. Have a great rest of your week. And by the way, I think my next might be coming today. It's in Sacramento, and it's only an hour away, and it's been there since Friday. I don't know if they're going to try to deliver today or what's going on, but I'm getting excited for it. So, bye.